I'm going to do a short little video here about creek fishing right here. This is creek chuds. I mean, in a SHTF situation, you know, or sucker fish, we call them sucker fish up north, but they're creek chuds. You get a mess of these, and they get bigger than this too. And this would be good for, whoops.
Can I see?
See, it is. But you want to get a mess of these, and it don't take a lot to get them in these little creeks. Ricky, pan out the creek there. And because everybody will want to go to the lakes and the river and think they need, you know, 10-pound catfish in order to survive. If you get a mess of these, you just got to find a deep hole where they're at, and you can get a mess of them. And you can also use the rest of them after you eat, you know, the heads and the guts, for bait for bigger fish. See, and they take your bait. Let me bait up real quick. You know, I'm not pausing this video or anything like that, so every time I catch a fish I can show you. This is just real. This is real fishing. I mean, I'm not going to stop the video and show you every time, you know. You're gonna, and you don't need a great big fishing pole. Something like this, you know, is all you need. I think this is 4-pound test on there, maybe 6-pound. And this is why I say you want to set your trout lines, your fishing lines. You want to set your yo-yos, so you don't have to sit here and do this. You can be doing other things. Because in these little creeks, these little ponds, they might just be 1 or 2. And you got to keep moving. Like I said, this ain't like river or lake where you throw it out there and you cast it and you leave it. You know, you got to move around because these smaller fish are in different areas. In these creeks, you can catch little cats, you can catch these creek chuds, you can catch bluegill. I have caught drum in here. Back up, buddy.
What's drum?
It's a different fish. But see, this is why a lot of people don't like fishing, because they say it's boring. You have to wait. You know, throw your line out and you wait. It is. It's called fishing for a reason. That's why it's not called catching. And you just got to keep moving your line until you find where they're at. Eric, back up, buddy. You know, sometimes you can get lucky, and there's a whole school of them. And sometimes you're sitting in one spot fishing, and you ain't getting anything. But this is what I'm talking about right here. You know, you want to go someplace like this. Back up, buddy, so you can, because a lot of people is not going to come down here and fish. You know, they're not going to think it's worth their time, and they'll be losing out. Here we go. See, they're not big. You can get smaller and big, but you get a mess of these. You get a mess of this, and you can use it for, you know, a stew. No, wait a minute, buddy. Or you can, you know, fry it up like it is. Let me see.
Well, that was bad.
Yeah, Daddy threw it in the wrong spot. Let me reel it in. But you want to try, like I said, pan out, Ricky, like different areas. There we go. See, it's bigger. Ooh, this one's swallowed a little bit. There we go. Like I said, you get a mess of this size. You'll have a meal. Well, do it in. Eric, buddy, you're going to have to move so I don't hook you.
Eric, come here. Hurry up. I'm gonna watch video.
Pan out that way, Ricky.
Let's see. Look.
And it's you might be here an hour trying to catch you something enough to feed you for a meal. And like with us, we're going to need a lot more than 2 or 3. We'd have to have 10 or 12 of them in order to make a pretty good meal for us to eat and get enough calories. But this is...
So which place would be better? The lake or a creek?
Creek would be safer because everybody and their mama is going to be on the lake and on the creek and on the rivers fishing during the SHTF. Not many people is going to be in these creeks fishing because they don't think.
Oh,
4 or 5 so far.
that one's bigger.
Come on. And it don't take a lot of bait to catch them. It's just a patience. Fishing is a patience. You have to have patience. You have to figure out where they're at, in these little creeks and stuff like that. Because like I said, they might be 4 or 5 in this little hole. Then you move on down or move on up and you catch 4 or 5 in another little deep pocket, deep fishing hole.
So it's kind of like hide and seek.
Basically. And you will get hung up in these little creeks real fast because all the debris and everything in there. So that's why I say have lots of hooks and sinkers to do you. But tell me what you guys think and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.